So it is finally that time. The Trickster is getting some brand new buffs in Dead by Daylight. We spoke about this a few days ago, but now we have the official changes that are going to be coming on in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the King, and welcome back to the channel. As you heard, the Trickster is now going to be getting some buffs, so we're going to read exactly what Dead by Daylight posted, talk about our opinions on it, and see if this is going to make him a little bit more viable, because as we know, the Trickster is pretty weak. Before we jump on into this, a few things. Make sure you guys subscribe down below, as over 60% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, and we're daily uploading some Dead by Daylight content, so make sure you do that. Don't forget to also check out our Twitch. We will be live. Take a look at the schedule down below. Today we might be a little bit late, but we will still try our best to be on time. And finally, today's video is actually sponsored, and today's sponsor is NordVPN. NordVPN is a VPN service. For those of you guys that don't know what a VPN is, this is basically a virtual private network that gives you privacy and anonymity and security to users by creating a private network to access a public network connection. Now, NordVPN really stands out for a lot of reasons. One of the coolest things is that you can unlock Netflix and your favorite entertainment websites that might be region locked, and then you'll be able to go ahead and watch these shows. They also have super fast servers that range in over 60 countries. There's no data logging whatsoever, not to mention the 24-hour customer support, and one of the coolest things is that there's a 30-day money-back guaranteed. You can even get a faster connection with Nord links. This is compatible with most operating systems, including Windows, iOS, and Android, so you'll be able to use it anywhere you want. There's unlimited bandwidth, so you'll never have to worry about that, and an automatic kill switch. So again, if you guys are interested in getting yourself NordVPN, go down to the link in the description, which is nordvpn.com/theking, or you can use my code TheKing to get yourself a 2-year plan with a huge discount, plus 1 additional month for absolutely free. So thank you again to NordVPN, and with that being said, we can carry on. So again, a big thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video, and now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and jump on in to the Trickster buffs. So on screen right now, what we are seeing is the post that was created by Peanuts, and it basically says the upcoming Trickster changes. It says, "Good news, everyone. We've prepared some changes to the Trickster in time for the 4.6.1 bug fix patch. Our goal with these changes is to make him feel better to play, as well as giving him a slight boost in power without feeling oppressive to play against." First of all, before we even jump on into this, I'm very happy that they are listening to the community and they acknowledge that he's not the best, rather than waiting, as we've heard, for maybe 2 months before we actually see any changes in the next mid-chapter patch. At least with these changes in place, whatever there is or whatever it's going to be, he'll be a little bit more viable and playable until they can actually look into his kit a lot more and determine if he does need some more changes. Let's go ahead and read. It says, "Keep up. Increase movement speed while throwing knives from 3.68, which was before, to 2.68, to now be 3.86 to 3.68. They also said increase main event movement speed to 3.86. So that's already way better. Before, you were to walk as slow as the nurse, which was incredibly defeating, and this seems to work a little bit better. They now also said decrease killing part chords and cage heart shoes effects respectively. So obviously that is the add-ons that affect the speeds. Next up, they said to help the Trickster keep up during a chase, we've increased both his maximum and minimum movement speed while throwing knives. The speed penalty from throwing multiple knives is now significantly lower than before. This allows you to lose less ground while using your power and land more knives before losing sight of the survivor. We also have draw faster, decrease the wind-up time, which is readying your knives, picking them up, from half a second to 0.35, and they also increase the wind-down grace period from 1 second to 1.25. So that's pretty nice. You can pull up your knives way quicker. They also said, in elaboration to this, to make this power feel more fluid, we've decreased the time it takes to ready his power. This boat will feel better to give us a larger window to throw knives, as you'll be able to keep up much better than before. The grace period before you can do a basic attack after canceling your power has been increased slightly. They then say more control. Remove spread of thrown knives, which is great, and greatly reduced recoil, which is amazing. I was mentioning this on why he actually has recoils in his hands. It really didn't make any sense to me, and why it was just so inaccurate. I'm very happy that this is there, and these are small but pretty significant changes. They said internally, the Trickster launched with both spread and random accuracy to each knife thrown, and recoil, as landing multiple hits on a sporadically moving survivor can be a challenge on its own. We've removed the spread and significantly decreased recoil. This will give you much more control and make your accuracy more dependent on your own skill, which is amazing. And finally, we have miscellaneous changes, finally rounding out for the list of various but still notable changes. Increase the internal laceration decay timer from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. This gives you a longer window to follow up on additional blades before the laceration meter decreases. They said decreased post-main event cooldown from 10 seconds to 5 seconds. An iridescent postcard can now injure survivors. All of the changes listed above are planned for the 4.61 bug fix patch. Thank you for everyone who left us constructive feedback. And we've done with other killers. We'll be monitoring the Trickster performance and making further updates if necessary in a later update. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, those are the Trickster buffs. Now, off the bat reading them, I am optimistic about these changes. I just don't know if they will be enough to get him into a very viable state. But as is, these changes are definitely going to help him and make him a lot better than he already is. And I think he's going to feel a lot smoother, and people are going to finally get the hang of him, especially with the ones that decrease recoil and makes it more reliant on skills. With some of the number tweaks as well, it's also quite nice to help out his base kit and make him viable for the time being until it's time for them to actually look into him more, get adequate data from all the ranks and everybody to determine what other changes that he needs. Of course, we're going to have to wait to test this. We're not going to actually be able to, give a solid opinion right now. And if this is coming out in the bug fix, it's more than likely to come out on a Tuesday, probably next Tuesday, and we'll be able to test him out, see if he's any more viable and any more better. And I'm really hoping he is, because again, I love him aesthetically. I love everything about him, but when it boils down to his power, he is a weak killer. And I think that is the widely accepted opinion around this guy. So we'll see if these changes do anything, if they make him a little bit more viable. Let me know what you guys think about the changes down below. I would love to hear your opinion. Don't forget to subscribe for some more daily Dead by Daylight content. Check out our Twitch as well. That's going to wrap it up for us. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.